all is tipped, and there you are. You're running for your life.
And coming at you live from Chicago, Illinois, this is the Trojaman Experience. Brought to you with two other dudes here. Two guest dudes.
This is Michael Manus joining the experience.
Yeah, and I'm Colin Driscoll. Happy to be here, talk some hoops.
Ooh, joining the experience. How do you guys feel about the experience so far?
So far, so good. We are ready to dive into this March Madness here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pumped about it, man. The worst time of the year is after Selection Sunday until Thursday when the games kick off. That 3 days, man, it's tough.
Oh, it's a brutal.
We're almost through it.
It's a brutal time, but it's my birthday tomorrow.
Oh boy!
Just moved into this place. What do you guys think about my new
we got
apartment?
a lovely new digs
The
up
loft
in here.
is crazy.
Everyone loves it.
Everyone loves it.
Everyone loves it, and you know what they love more?
March Madness.
March Madness. That is exactly right here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take you through the first round a little bit. We're going to talk region to region, get you guys a little excited, get you to do some jumping jacks, get that blood pumping. We're going to get our blood pumping. We're going to drink some beers, more importantly than anything else, and just get it all rocking and rolling, baby.
Here we go.
All right. So we got the first round coming at you, coming from the South bracket. Villanova, no. Hold on. It's another V. Virginia is playing UMBC. Who do we got there? Obviously, 1 versus 16. Let's go through this fast. Let's churn this out, baby.
We're going to take UVA.
Cavaliers, yeah. But shout out UMBC, first tournament appearance ever, right?
I believe so. I saw that conference
so.
championship at Vermont, which
Yeah,
I
they
think
beat
is unfair. They got to play a road game in the conference tournament.
Yeah.
But
That means our first game will be a loss.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it will be a losing experience. Creighton, Kansas State. Who do we got there? It's a close 8-9 game right there.
Yeah, what I like about that game is it's the Marcus Foster revenge game. He started at Kansas State, obviously now transferred at Creighton. Creighton is loaded with him, Kyrie Thomas. I'll take Creighton in that game. What do you think, Michael?
I think if Creighton can get by that game, that's one of the tougher Ds they'll be seeing all year, and they don't like to play a lot of D themselves. If they can get by that game, I like the firepower that they could show against Virginia in the next round. If they're hitting shots, it leads to them playing better defense, oddly enough. So I like them as well. I'm also just rooting for them because I'd rather see them play Virginia than Kansas State.
All right, so we got Creighton in that game, and then we got Kentucky Davidson. Now, I got this as a little bit of an upset alert. What do you guys say about these two teams duking it out?
I agree. I think Davidson's playing their best ball of the year, but so is Kentucky. A lot of people think that Davidson should not be a 12 seed, but I mean, Coach McKillop, he has his experience, been here a number of times. They've got a great senior in Peyton Aldridge and a great freshman in Kellen Grady. They can score. They're efficient. They play team ball. And
So who do we got in this game then?
I'm going to take Kentucky.
I'm going to take Kentucky as well.
Okay. Okay, it'll be a close game though. All right, so we got Arizona-Buffalo next. Buffalo, Arizona.
You know, I can't say I know too much all about Buffalo, but Arizona is just balling right now. They are playing pissed off with the allegations. Obviously, Sean Miller wants this. DeAndre Ayton is an absolute stud. Obviously.
Arguably the best player in the tournament is on the team, so
Yeah,
Arizona.
I think we can take Arizona.
gotta like
Okay,
the Cats.
Arizona. Now we got another upset alert, and I think that this is actually going to be an upset pick right now. We got Loyola versus Miami. Now, who do we got in this game?
Yeah, I'm calling the upset on that one as well.
go Ramblers.
Go Ramblers, yeah. Shout out Chicago. Obviously, Bruce Brown on Miami out for the tournament. That's a huge loss for them from a scoring perspective, just overall experience perspective.
Yeah.
So why are we picking Loyola in this matchup right now?
They're the classic Cinderella team here, and everyone, the Horizon League is no slouch. They won it. They got 7 guys on their roster that all won high school state titles.
So we got a bunch of winners there.
They just
Bunch
win.
of winners.
Bunch of winners. That's an upset alert. Pick that. Pick it.
Take the Ramblers.
Take the Ramblers. Tennessee, Wright State.
That's going to be Tennessee for me. I just think they're too good. People have been sleeping on Tennessee kind of all year, in my opinion.
And Tennessee loves it. They said going into this tournament, they told everyone not to pick them. A little ironically, they were saying because they have the SEC Player of the Year and the SEC Coach of the Year, but don't pick them.
All right, Tennessee there. Then we got Texas, Nevada. Who do we got in that matchup, fellas?
I think that's a straight pick'em game.
Yeah.
Mohamed Bamba's been out. From what I understand, he's playing in this game. That's going to be huge for Texas. But Shaka gets the players to play for him.
He says he's 100%. I believe it. He's got a lot of rest. They're coming out of the toughest conference in the country. I like Shaka getting his boys ready.
Okay, Texas there. We got Mamba, that dude Mamba. He's got a Dwight Howard aspect to him. He's
He
a
is,
lot.
yeah.
He'll be a perennial Defensive Player of the Year candidate. So
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
going to be a top 7 pick in the NBA.
All right, and
people
then
love him.
Cincinnati, Georgia State, Cincinnati.
yeah.
Yeah, you got to take Cincinnati.
We don't
But
even-
Georgia
we
State,
don't
if
even
you
need to
remember
talk about
correctly,
that
was
game, do we?
the Ron Hunter. You remember Ron Hunter and RJ
No, I
Hunter?
don't.
Okay.
Yeah, R.J. Hunter got drafted by the
was
Celtics.
a Celtic.
Shooter, upset. They had an upset in the first round.
Yeah, Ron
not
Hunter
too
fell
long
off
ago.
his,
He fell
Scooter.
off it. Yeah. I do remember that. The fat coach. The fat
Cincy,
guy.
Cincy will have to be careful because Georgia State wants it, but Cincy is
What?
hungry.
Exactly. All right, let's move now to the West region. West region time.
LA.
Xavier and Xavier's playing the play-in game tonight. But I think it's all safe to say that Xavier's going to win that game. And
Yeah, Xavier's going to win that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to win it in some disrespectful fashion right there. All right, Missouri, Florida State.
Yeah, this is a really intriguing game. Obviously, the big storyline is Michael Porter Jr. just coming back with the back injury. Looked pretty shaky in the SEC tournament against Georgia, so we'll see what he can do.
I got to take Mizzou. People kind of didn't like that he took 17 shots, but they're not afraid to give him the ball and let him take care of
All right,
business. I
we
think
got
he will.
Mizzou there then.
Yeah, Mizzou.
Ohio State, South Dakota State.
Yeah, this one's going to be a hot upset pick as well. People love the Dominator, Mike Dom, for the Jackrabbits out of South Dakota State. Big man, can stretch it, shoot threes, score in the post.
I'm going to also take South Dakota State.
Upset alert. Upset alert.
Yeah, I just think Ohio State's had a lot of time off. And I don't know. You got to love Chris Holtman coming from our alma mater.
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Yeah.
But they just got to be careful here. I like South Dakota State. You got to pick a 12 seed at some point.
Yeah.
All right, Gonzaga, UNC, Greensboro.
I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah. Gonna take the
That's how it
Zags here.
reads.
I'm going to take the Zags. I think that front court is loaded, and they're just too good.
Yeah, they have to win that game. That'd be a pathetic loss. And then we got Houston, San Diego State.
This will be a dogfight.
Dogfight alert.
Dogfight alert.
Dogfight alert.
Houston's pissed. They just lost a tough one to Cincy. San Diego State's playing great. They just whooped Nevada in their conference tournament.
Whoop their ass
They whooped
too.
them. They
at the
whooped
same
their
time.
ass.
Yeah.
So I think whoever comes out of this game, I'm going to take Houston just because they've got a lot of talent and experienced
yeah.
coach.
Houston's very good. They kind of blew that game against Cincinnati down the stretch,
did.
to be honest.
Beautiful.
Probably should have won that game.
They got
All
a
right.
sour taste in their mouths.
All right, then we got Michigan, Montana. They're playing basketball in Montana. somehow.
They do that.
They do. Let me ask you this, though, Matt. You
I didn't
obviously
know
played
that.
a lot of basketball. Big Ten has a week off since the Big Ten tournament. Is the rust question? Is that real? Are they going to be?
Yeah,
since
there's
they
a
haven't played in
rust.
a week?
There's a rust aspect, not for Michigan versus Montana though. But I think that in the Ohio State matchup, I think that that's going to play a role. There's definitely a rust aspect to basketball when you haven't played in a long time.
Yeah.
So I think that that's going to play a role significantly for those teams that had it, but. It's only the Big Ten, if I'm
only the Big Ten.
correct. It's only the Big Ten. So they're going to see how that Madison Square Garden experiment really worked out for them, even though they're not very strongly represented in this bracket either. Only 4 teams.
Correct. Yeah, I'm going to go with Michigan here.
Yeah, I'll take the Wolverines as well.
Yeah. Okay. Now Providence, Texas A&M.
I think us Big East boys like Providence.
Yeah,
Love
Providence
Ed
is
Cooley.
I like
well.
Providence.
But don't sleep on Robert Williams, Texas A&M. Going to be a lottery pick in the NBA draft. Big man, hell of a shot blocker.
Another dogfight alert.
Another
I think
dogfight
that'll be
alert.
So keep that in mind,
Yeah,
everybody
it'll be
listening.
a good battle.
Yep.
Texas A&M has a lottery pick, and all you need in college basketball is someone that can score the ball and a bunch of guys playing defense. That really works out well.
I think that'll
Yes,
work
it
out
does.
in more favor for Providence, though. I think they got a few more scorers.
Yeah, I like Providence.
And Providence obviously just made that run to the Big East championship
Yeah.
game. They're hot right now.
Hot.
Yeah. Go
So hot.
Friars.
And then we got North Carolina, Lipscomb.
Do not sleep. Do not sleep on the Bisons out of Lipscomb. I have been watching them all year. A lot of white guys, but that's okay. They can shoot it. They're smart. They play Team D. They're going to put up some points, but can they stop the Tar Heels?
I just fell asleep when you were trying to
No.
explain.
Well, you might fall asleep with this game. But
Fall asleep on them.
The
Don't
spread
even
is, I
watch
believe,
the game. It's over.
I think the spread's 19.
19 points.
They're going to cover, but the Tar Heels are going to win.
I'll take the Tar Heels.
Tar Heels. All right, now coming into the Eastern bracket in Boston, we got Villanova up against Radford in that first game. I think it's safe to say that everyone has Villanova. That's not even.
Yeah.
Nova's
Not
the best
even a
team in this
conversation.
tournament. They're going to win that first game for sure.
All right, Virginia Tech, Alabama. Interesting game.
Another dogfight alert.
Dogfight, absolutely.
Absolute dogfight.
Yeah.
Absolute dogfight.
Alabama obviously led by the big man Colin Sexton. That team defends.
What a name.
Right? Yeah.
What a name.
It rolls off the tongue.
He obviously has the ability to carry him through anybody, but, Virginia Tech is no slouch either.
No.
Colin Sexton just faced some tough D in the SEC tournament from Kentucky. I think Virginia Tech's going to get up in his grill and affect him a little bit and just get him a little uncomfortable. We'll see how he handles it. If they go as Sexton goes, but I'm going to take Buzz Williams and the Hokies.
They go as Sexton goes.
Yeah.
Great. West Virginia, Murray State.
Another good game here, obviously 12-5. Fun fact for the listeners here, since the tournament has started, there's only been 4 years that a 12 seed has not upset a 5, so expect in your bracket to at least have one 12 seed advancing. However, I'll take the Mountaineers. Javon Carter, too good. Bob Huggins, too experienced.
I have another alert that's coming into my ear. It's a beer drinking alert. We all have to drink some beer right now.
We have some spotted cow beans being consumed, as well as a nice Hawaiian longboard lager.
All right.
So
rock and roll.
We should try those beers.
Okay, and so we have West Virginia winning that game.
I do, yes.
Yeah, so do I. I like West Virginia a lot.
Yeah.
They always have a solid team that's going to win that first game. They never get punked. Wichita State, Marshall. Now, you guys have been saying something interesting about Marshall.
Yes.
Wichita State. Describe that matchup for our listeners a little bit.
Marshall can score the ball, and Wichita, they're basically playing 3-on-5 at all times. Whether that's they got 2 guys that don't like to play offense and 2 guys that don't like to play defense, but you got to take Rick Marshall. They're pissed after losing to Houston in their conference tournament. I think they're going to for sure.
They have 2 guys that don't like to play offense.
Just that can't. They don't. I'm sure they'd like to. They just
not good
aren't very good. At
I'm going to take Wichita State
hoop
as well. It's going to be a complete contrast in styles, but ultimately Greg Marshall just gets it done.
All right, great.
This is their one win in the tournament, I think.
So we picked Wichita there.
We did pick Wichita.
The Shockers.
We did pick Wichita.
Shockers.
All right, the Shockers shocking nobody there.
True.
Florida, St. Bonaventure.
The Bonnies.
The Bonnies, baby!
I think we're all taking the Bonnies on an upset alert. This is another upset alert, a classic upset alert on the Trojaman Experience.
Upset alert, definitely. But I'm going to go with the Gators. They're playing well.
Whoa.
They're playing well.
I thought we all agreed about this before the show.
No, I was saying, Kulachov, Kioza, Hudson, Kayvon Allen, they just have weapons. And they've been playing good D, and their defense with Mike White, he's going to have them ready for sure.
All right, so we're split on this game, 2-1.
I'm going to take the Bonnies as well. I think Jalen Adams is pissed off, not playing well against UCLA last night. Still got the W thanks to Courtney Stockard. But ultimately, Bonnies, man, they just feel like an upset team. They have guard play. And Florida's just been inconsistent all year.
Florida. Goddamn. All right, Texas Tech, Stephen F. Austin.
Stephen fuck Austin. Well, I'm going to take the Red Raiders.
That's Texas Tech.
Yeah, I've loved them from earlier on in the season when they whooped the Northwestern Wildcats by a good 30. They can play, and I just think they are getting healthier a little bit by bit. They're going to take down Stephen fuck Austin.
Yeah, I agree. Stephen F. Austin had their run last year or 2 years ago. I forget which year it was. I don't see that happening again.
Yeah, I don't even remember it.
So there you go.
All right. Now we come up to Arkansas Butler right now. Let's talk a little bit about this matchup because it's our alma mater. We're going to get into it for all of our other Butler goers.
Troja, what do you think of the Dogs this year?
I think that I'm trying to figure out the best way to say this in a political fashion. I think that we could have had a better year.
Yeah.
I don't think that this matchup is too favorable for us right now, but I did pick Butler to win this game. It's a toss-up right now. I think that, we guys got to get some movement on offense, get Keelan Martin in some positions where he is more efficient to score, but he can score from anywhere. It just matters, if we D up or not. Arkansas is very long from what I understand. I don't know much about Arkansas. You guys know more about that. And it matters which Paul Jorgensen shows up. And that's pretty cut and dry.
Yeah.
He can score the ball, so hopefully he puts the ball in the bucket for us. What do you guys think about this matchup as well? Or Arkansas? Let's dive into Arkansas a little bit.
Arkansas, obviously long, athletic. They defend. Coming out of the SEC, battle-tested all year. But, I'm going to take the Dogs as well, simply because those dudes have been there. Keelan knows how to get buckets down the stretch.
And we got the big cat down low.
Big cat down low, consistent.
Absolute beast.
Big cat's going to have his hands full.
He is.
Daniel Gafford is going to be a top 20 pick for sure from Arkansas in the middle. But, Butler should not be a 10 seed. This is kind of an unfavorable matchup, but I think they're going to sneak by the Razorbacks.
Okay, the Razorbacks.
Yeah, I think we can also
okay, so
go
we
dogs on that
got
one.
so we got the dogs winning
Go
that
Dogs.
game, and then and then Purdue, CS Fullerton. Purdue's going to win.
Yeah, Purdue's going to roll Cal State.
Yeah,
Sorry, Cal State.
yeah, that's not even.
And then the Dogs are going to beat Purdue, but we'll get to that.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah. Kansas, Penn. Now Penn has made an impressive run. And Penn's had a good year so far, but.
I think they lucked out in that conference tournament with Harvard's best player getting hurt in the middle of the game. Kansas is playing great ball. You question their depth, but you got to obviously take them.
Yeah, I'll take
Absolutely.
Kansas.
All right.
In one word, Kansas.
Yeah. Kansas. All right. Seton Hall, NC State.
Another dog alert here. This is a great one. Obviously, Seton Hall's got some big studs. Angel Delgado, Desi Rodriguez.
Love Angel
I
Delgado.
mean, they got ball players all over the place.
He might be my favorite college basketball player.
You
Angel
love watching
Delgado.
him face the big cat
Yeah.
when they play Butler.
I love
Always a
watching
battle.
that. That's a great matchup.
Yeah, I like Coach Keats, what he's done with NC State this year. This is going to be a dogfight for sure. Pretty much a toss-up, but I will go with the Big East.
All right.
And seniors.
Yep.
And now what we got coming here is a back-to-back upset alert. We got Clemson versus New Mexico. Please explain to our listeners why you need to be picking New Mexico in this matchup right now.
Yeah, I put that when the bracket came out. First thing I saw was New Mexico State over Clemson. Clemson, obviously, Dante Gratham got hurt. Huge loss for them. And for New Mexico State, it's all about Zach Lofton. How do you win in the tournament? You win with guards. This kid took Texas Southern to the tournament last year, played UNC, obviously the eventual champion, didn't get it done. That's okay. He will this year. I'm a big advocate for New Mexico State.
Great.
Yep, I'm going
Michael.
to take New Mexico State as well. And sorry, Clemson, your year's going to come to an abrupt stop.
But a good year for Clemson.
Yeah.
Good year for Clemson.
Yeah.
We take our our hats off to Clemson. What are they? The dogs?
Clemson are the Tigers, baby.
Clemson Tigers.
Why do they have a paw then?
The Tigers have paws, too.
Dude, no one.
This
thinks
just in. Tigers have paws.
Yeah, no one thinks of tigers and paws, dude.
Well,
Anyway, no Zach Lofton.
All right, now let's go back to our other upset alert right here. Auburn, Charleston. Let's. I gotta go get a beer right now. So you guys.
Oh, don't worry, I
You
can
guys
rant on this
explain.
one. I
All
can
right, you
rant
guys
on this
explain.
one.
I'm gonna go
Yeah,
get a
yeah.
beer.
Along with New Mexico State, I see Charleston getting the upset there. And here's why. Earl Grant, a disciple of Greg Marshall, they're going to slow the ball down. Auburn missing Anthony McLemore, huge loss, and a big three in Charleston. They have Grant Riller, Joe Cheeley, and Jarrell Brantley stretch four. They're just loaded, and Auburn's a little bit vulnerable right now, I think.
yeah, I think Bruce Pearl has his guys pissed off after that embarrassment handed to them by Colin Sexton. So I'm going to take Bruce, but I'm not sure how far they're going to advance here. I think they're going to be pissed off and ready for this game. They're not sleeping on Charleston. Everyone knows they got some athleticism. But I'm going to go with the other Tigers of Auburn.
Ooh. All right. Hey, where's the bottle opener?
We gave it to your
Give
roommates.
it back to the roommates.
Oh
I can use my phone.
Can you?
Yeah. Too bad we don't have a video stream here.
Innovation.
For all
at
the
its
Pardon My
finest.
Take fans, here's some bad radio for you.
Beer open with the phone. An iPhone, nonetheless. All right. Now, TCU, Arizona State, Syracuse. That's the game tonight.
That's tonight, yes.
So we
Start with that playing game, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
start with
playing.
that.
Let's start with that playing game. That's a great point. Yeah, do that.
I'm going to go with Bobby Hurley. Syracuse should not have gotten in. Of course, they're probably going to win. They always seem to win a game when they snake their way in. But I think Bobby Hurley, his boys love to play for him. And I just am rooting against Syracuse.
Look at that pour.
That's beautiful.
I just poured a beautiful beer.
I'll take the Sun Devils as well. Obviously, great non-conference. Struggled in the Pac-12 conference play, but I just like the storyline, really. And I don't think Syracuse is that good.
All right, Arizona State, then TCU.
I think I'm going to ride the Sun Devil train. I think if they get in, TCU's been banged up. They've just had a very slow end of the season, but they also came out of the best conference in the country, so that'll be a tough one.
I'm going to take Jamie Dixon personally. I don't, Arizona State not playing the best ball the last 2-3 months. TCU battle tested as we've seen, and Jamie Dixon,
So we're
proven
split,
coach.
split on that one.
Yep.
So you guys can make your own decisions from there. Hopefully you guys can make your own decisions at this point in your life. And then we got Arizona State. I mean, no, not Arizona. Michigan State, Bucknell. Michigan State, Bucknell sucks. I watched Bucknell. They're awful. Don't pick Bucknell.
I don't know. You might have watched a down game.
No, they suck.
for Bucknell.
If I'm not mistaken, they usually make the tournament, right?
Yeah, the Patriot League is pretty tough.
Yeah.
but
No, it's not.
they're not
dude.
good enough to beat Michigan State. We can agree on that.
Sparty.
Michigan State's going to make a run.
Michigan State's going to smoke them.
Yeah. Well,
And if they don't ever listen to my show again. But they are going to smoke them. Trust me on that. All right, now we got Rhode Island versus Oklahoma. Now this is
what a game.
Yeah, this is a transcendent game. Mm-hmm. Very transcendent. Explain.
Yeah, obviously it all starts with Trae Young. They haven't won a road game in the year 2018. They've lost 11 out of 15. Not playing well, but Trae Young is an absolute superstar. He can win any game for you.
Yeah, I think it's up to the role players of Oklahoma. It has been, as good as Trae Young is, he has not gotten a lot of help. I'm not sure what's going on chemistry-wise with Oklahoma, but Rhode Island, they don't play a lot of defense lately. Trae's going to score the ball. It's a question of how much is Rhode Island going to score. They definitely have some weapons. Dan Hurley calls them Batman and Batman, and E.C. Matthews and Jared Terrell, but we'll see. I'm gonna go with Trae Young. I think he's ready to go off.
I'm going with Rhode Island in this game. I don't go with they've just every time I've watched Oklahoma over this last month, they've been absolutely awful, and I don't believe in college teams being able to right ships during one game when they get into the tournament. Now, it's worth noting that Trae Young is an incredible competitor. But his team's garbage. And, you can't really go far with your team not being able to carry a load whatsoever, especially in the tournament. When moments get big, they seem to shrink, and that's kind of the constant that I've been seeing with that team.
It was pretty chilling seeing that video once they show that Oklahoma get announced in, and Trae is just dying to get a chance here, and he's getting his chance, so we'll see.
Yeah,
Give him a chance. We'll see what happens.
Hey, look, it is just Rhode Island.
It's just Rhode Island.
Lamar Odom turned him down. They can still lose, Rhode Island, yeah. And now we got the last game of the first round, Duke versus Iona.
You know a little something about the Gales?
I know a lot about the Gales. Duke's going to win. That's how much I know about the Gales.
Yeah, I'll take Duke as well.
Yeah.
Simply too good.
Yeah, they're going to win this game.
Yeah. All right. So we've hit our upsets in the first round. Hopefully you guys have been paying attention to each and every upset. Now, we're going to hit on the star players of this first round of the tournament. We just hit on Trae Young, so we're going to go to Colin Sexton in Alabama right now. Let's talk about why is Colin Sexton such a transcendent player for that Alabama team, and how can he make the difference to help them win that first round matchup?
Yeah, I think he's just an absolute bulldozer, a bulldog, however you want to phrase it. He plays downhill. He's athletic. He's long. He can shoot it a little bit. It's not his strength, but you have to respect it, which is huge. And help me out. What's the guard next to him? Petty. What's his first name?
Tom
Petty.
It's not Tom Petty, is
but
it?
But my point being,
that means I'd love him.
My point being, that's a good partner with him, and ultimately he just makes plays.
Okay, yeah, he reminds me. He has a lot of. Why am I blanking out on the guy's name right now from around the Sacramento Kings? Right? He has a lot of De'Aaron Fox in him.
He's better.
And
bigger.
He's better.
And
Did you say better?
I think he's better.
You think he's better than De'Aaron Fox?
I do as well. De'Aaron Fox strictly couldn't shoot. Colin Sexton can shoot.
Are we disagreeing here? You like De'Aaron Fox, huh?
I like De'Aaron Fox a lot, though. That's kind of the thing with me.
He was the 5th pick. He's pretty good.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He's a pretty good basketball player. And what year is Colin Sexton, a junior?
Freshman.
Oh, my God.
May or may not have been tied into the FBI
yeah, we think he's 18. We're not sure. He could be 25. But
really,
I think
no,
that's I'm not serious. You never know. But
all right,
you never know. But yeah, Sexton is a stud. He just wins, and he's got a 4.0 GPA apparently. So. Not sure what classes he's taking.
Well,
but
he's definitely 25 now. Yeah. All right, let's go to Mike Dom. Am I saying that right? From
the Dominator
from South Dakota State.
Yeah, I touched on him briefly earlier against Ohio State. Obviously, 12-5 matchup. Like I said, big man, can shoot it, score in the post. He has scored 20 points 25 times this year. Consistent score. The issue is with South Dakota State, they haven't played anybody good all year.
Right.
That's right. They've played a team. They have not played a team ranked above 70 in KenPom. That was 72. They played South Dakota mid-season and lost by 19. But
what's intriguing about that, though, is Ohio State. Are they going to play Keita Bates-Diop on him? Are they going to play the big man on him? I don't know.
Are they going to go zone?
It's going to be an interesting matchup, but watch out for the Dominator.
All right, and now we're going to go to Jalen Brunson for 1 second, only because Villanova is going to win the championship.
Yeah, we all have Villanova winning the championship.
Villanova is going to win. If you don't have them winning the championship, do it again. Take them to win the championship.
Yeah, I mean, Jalen
That's
Brunson
it.
should be Player of the Year. Just
Gotta watch
you
the
look
guy.
at body of work; he is consistent. He is a winner. He's like the Tom Brady of the college basketball world
my
right now.
goodness.
So
That's quite the comparison.
yeah,
Yeah.
Jay Wright is his Belichick.
He scores from all over.
right.
He's got Jay Wright. I mean, he's just amazing.
All right, DeAndre Hayton from Kentucky. Let's learn a little bit more about him right now.
Well, he's from Arizona. DeAndre Ayton is on Arizona. He is.
Why'd I write down Kentucky?
I don't know.
Sorry,
But
folks.
They're probably the number one pick in the NBA draft, DeAndre Ayton. Obviously, we've seen him play. He can shoot. He reminds me of David Robinson. He's built like a statue. He's 7 feet tall. He dunks
I know who
everything.
this
He dunks
is.
everything.
Okay, yeah.
From Jamaica or Bahamas, one of those.
No way.
Yeah, he.
I love the guy already.
Also, may have received $100,000 to go to Arizona, but that's
Sure.
okay.
Allegedly,
He deserves more. He's worth more. He will be getting plenty more than that. But he's a stud. He's like David Robinson, Hakeem Olajuwon.
that could
guy's
be
a
that
stud.
could be a great storyline of the year. Arizona basically saying "fuck you" to everybody in the NCAA with the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or they could lose to Buffalo.
They could lose to Buffalo.
Either or,
Yeah.
take it for what
Yeah.
it may be.
He is very good.
Jonathan Williams.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Jonathan Williams out of Gonzaga. Obviously, last year the front court was loaded with Zach Collins now on the Trailblazers and the big Polish guy who I can never pronounce his name.
Karnowski?
There it is. Obviously, both those guys are gone. Jonathan Williams is now taking the lead role for the Bulldogs. I think he's a stud. Scores from inside, outside, defends.
He kind of goes unnoticed during the regular season. So does Gonzaga as a whole.
Yeah.
But he's going to come alive in the tournament. And, he does it all.
All right. Moving right on past that now. So this is the section I really want to hit on more so than anything else. It's the things that the casual fan needs to know. When you're filling out your bracket, you're not that familiar with the NCAA tournament. You're not that familiar with these names or teams. It doesn't matter. We got you covered right here. What do we need to know about the big teams that we think are going to make a run, but maybe not? UVA, what's the deal with them and their sixth man and their primary scorer?
Yeah,
Michael?
DeAndre Hunter went down with a broken wrist. The thing with UVA, though, it's not necessarily like Michigan State loses Miles Bridges. I mean, they play as a team, sort of like next man up. They're gonna be just as competitive. They're gonna lose about 10 points a game, and he can play D and rebound. He does it all. And there's some tough scorers in that region that they're gonna be missing and wishing he could defend. But they're still gonna advance pretty far. We'll see if they can make it to the Final Four.
Yeah, I agree. That team's just so deep. The thing that you lose without DeAndre is the versatility. You know, if you're going to play small, play him at the 5. That might be the best lineup they have. Now they lose that. You could put him at the 4 or on the wing, and he would get it done there as well.
Okay, so we're just gonna be a little weary of that when you're making your bracket.
They're gonna win a few games.
They're still going to win some
probably.
games.
Yeah.
Be aware. All right. Also, something that I really want to hit on, that the Big Ten is weak this year.
Big Ten is weak.
Big Ten is very weak. They only have 4 teams representing them. I've never seen that my entire life.
Called it. Did I not?
You called it.
Did I not?
You told Liam, and
In
he didn't believe you.
2017, I'm pretty sure I said 4 teams.
Yeah, 4 teams, and that's exactly what happened. So when you're looking at these Big Ten teams, remember it comes with an asterisk. I have Michigan going into the Final Four just because they have an easy road into it. They're going to play Xavier. I think Xavier's overrated as a 1 seed. It's one of the weakest 1 seeds I've ever seen in my entire life. It's kind of just they shouldn't.
Michigan is overrated. They're going to lose their second game.
I think they're going to the Final Four.
I think Michigan lost a lot from last year, the run they made to win the Big Ten championship back-to-back years. I think they're missing the guard play this year, and they could lose. Houston's very good. San Diego State's very good. UNC obviously is very good.
Yeah.
All right, fuck me. All right.
Other Big Ten teams, yeah.
Big Ten teams.
Ohio State, we'll see about the dominator. Purdue, definitely going to win, and maybe have a tough time with Butler or Arkansas. Michigan State, I have in the Final Four, so.
We'll see. All right, St. Bonaventure as a sleeper. Let's understand a little bit more about why we're picking St. Bonaventure as a sleeper to actually make a run maybe to the Elite 8, Sweet 16. What's the deal with them? Their guard play is just off the charts. What's going on?
Yeah, like we said, in the tournament you need guard play. Like I said, Jalen Adams, player of the year out there in that conference. Absolute stud. And then Courtney Stockard as well. They're pissed about the loss to Davidson in the championship game. Came out and showed it against UCLA last night. I think, like I said, Florida's inconsistent. They can beat them. I really am a big Bonnie believer.
I'm a big believer after watching that UCLA game, too.
Yeah, I've been watching the Bonnies a lot this year as an owner in one of my pools.
You've been watching the Bonnies a lot this year?
Oh, yeah. So the thing is, in that pool, I own the Bonnies and Florida, so it's a win-win for me. But it's beside the point. The Bonnies, you need guards, like we said earlier. You need guards in this tournament, and with Adams and Mobley and the contribution they got from Stockard last night, they're going to be tough, and they've got some confidence going into this game.
All right. Absolutely beautiful. Now, going into Cincinnati, let's understand a little bit about the Wildcats.
Bearcats.
The Bearcats.
Also with paws.
Whatever.
You think?
They may or may not have paws.
Fact check. Do they have paws?
They do have paws. They're just
We
animals.
need an intern.
You know, the thing about Cincinnati is they don't lose games that they're supposed to win. All year, the only losses to Houston, Wichita State, Florida, blanking on the fourth.
And they're all on the road.
They're all on the road. They do not lose games that they're not supposed to. I think they'll make it to the Sweet 16. I think they'll make it to the Sweet 16.
I think they'll make it even to the Elite Eight. Personally, they're 28-1 in games that they're favored in.
I believe that's right. Yeah.
So you take
They got
that. Take that to the bank. Whatever bank you belong to, you take it
They
there
have
and see if you can cash
They've
it
got
in.
as good a group of seniors as anybody, with scheming Gary Clark, Kyle Washington, Jerron Cumberland, I think is also a senior. These guys are mean. They want to win, and they're not going to make it easy for you.
They defend the hell out of teams.
Yeah.
All
Every
right.
game they play is a dogfight alert.
And to close this final show, we got our Cinderellas or our possible Cinderellas here that you should take to the bank or whatever bank you may belong to, like I described before. I got Loyola, St. Bonaventure, New Mexico State, and Texas. Do you guys have any of your 4 Cinderellas, your possible Cinderellas, lined up and ready? Oh, yeah.
I know Manus picked Bruce Pearl and the Auburn Tigers. I'm a big Charleston guy. I think they could beat Clemson or New Mexico State, assuming they get past Auburn. Like I said, the big 3, Earl Grant is a great coach. They're going to slow that game down and make shots, and that's how you win the tournament.
Yeah, I like Davidson. I like Davidson in Texas, I'd say. I think both those teams. It's a questionable bracket up there, obviously, with Virginia getting a little bit beat up. But Davidson, McKillop has been there, and with the freshman and senior combo of Kellen Grady and Peyton Aldridge, they're going to, if they beat Kentucky, look out. And then Texas, Shaka will get his boys going. And Mo Bamba's healthy. They're playing for Andrew Jones, who sat out the year with leukemia. They got a lot of reason to go out and win some games.
All right. And that's what we got coming for you now. So this is for the first 2 rounds, and the Sweet 16, we're going to do our best to get another podcast in here and give us our predictions for the rest of the tournament. But that is what we got for you right now on the Trojaman Experience for the first 2 rounds of the NCAA tournament. March Madness getting ready to come at you guys tomorrow with some live action, get you really excited.
Enjoy
and
your
have
weekend.
Some good times,
It's the best time of the year.
Best time of the year. You got 4 days straight of nothing but college hoops.
Yeah, you get this is my favorite week of the year. I'm gonna explain this because it's my birthday tomorrow. It's college basketball the entire time, and then St. Patrick's Day is on Saturday this year.
Is there a group assembling in this residence on Saturday?
Yeah, we're gonna be here for a party on Saturday. Whoever's listening, hit me up, baby. Come on through. All right, everyone. Thank you for listening. Enjoy the weekend. Remember to say, oh, yeah.